Okay, I am going to try this one more time. Had to switch my phones. For those who were watching beforehand and I had to delete the recording, I do apologize. So I don't even know if you're going to be able to watch this again or step on. So it is 4 minutes after 9. And hopefully you can hear me. Can anybody hear me? Say yes, no. If you can hear me, say yes or no. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. No. Yes. Oh, okay. God darn technology. I guess I needed that to happen because I was kind of ups. Oh, come on. And now my phone want to act crazy. Charge wise, I'm pretty sure you. Oh. So you guess what? All right. Anybody that's coming in, if I don't see you, saying hello, hey, I do apologize. So I'm gonna periodically say hello, and welcome all you guys in, right? So, let me apologize for the first viewing because it was during Samsung. My iPhone is messing up, and I have to take it in to get fixed tomorrow, but that's fine. And then my Samsung network card don't want to really pick up my Wi-Fi, so I had to basically that's what I was recording with beforehand. So okay, you guys hear me? That's great. Thank you. So finally, welcome to the sofa. Real talk, where we're talking about relationships. All right. Trying to. And I say trying to because some of you guys are not truthful to yourself on relationships when it comes down to what you say amongst each other. We're too scared to allow someone to view who you actually are. Not realizing to honestly unveil who you are, you can get a better response from someone on if they're going to like you or not. Yeah, you might not want to. I'm not saying that you go on a speed date and you sit down and every 5 minutes you tell the next person, oh, I slept with this person. Oh, I slept with this person. Oh, I slept with. No, I don't mean like that. Me and the co-founder of this live feed was talking briefly, actually not briefly, extremely, about you can tell if you're going to like somebody straight off the bat. And if you're feeling anything, to be honest, I can even chalk it up and say that you can know off the bat if you could love somebody. I didn't say be in love with someone or love that person, but you can see yourself loving that person. Okay? And that can be within 30 minutes to an hour, to be honest. And that word I just used, honest. I don't think it's a such thing as 100% honesty. And I think I'll sneeze. Bless me. 100% honesty. And I say that in the standpoint of when we're talking, everything is not going to come out over a period of time. You might be sitting at a table. Thank you. Thank you. Having dinner, and you're talking, and both of you are passing information about each other. And welcome, guys. Welcome to the Soulful Real Talk. Hello. And I didn't even say my name. Wow. A lot of you guys might not know me. You might just be picking it up anyway, just saying, I wonder what this crazy man, bald-headed, shiny dude looking like Mr. Clean with a beard is talking about. My name is Lil Ron. And let me put this warning sign down here. Warning, any advice that you hear from anyone commenting or from myself that you decide to take upon yourself to apply to anything dealing with your life, please go out and research it, okay? Research it before you apply it to your life, because once you apply it to your life, you're taking ownership of it. I don't want anyone to come back to me and say, you know what you told me, I am giving you advice. I'm not physically and like literally and pushing you to sit and say, you need to go break up with someone. I just might say, if you don't like what you're going through, then you might need to just leave it alone. But it's still going to be solely up to any and everyone that sits and decides to make that jump from the ship, boat, apartment, whatever. Because you're the one that's going to have to live with it. And I think we have a tendency of taking advice from a lot of people, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just taking the ownership of if something goes sour or not the way that you want it to go. And so we then blame it on the person that we might have gotten the advice from. And we can also go out and say, I wouldn't even talk to that person because that person told me such and such and such and such. But not realizing that that advice might not apply to you like you thought. So that's why you got to research it, and you got to think real hard on, okay, I'm finna do this. So whatever the outcome is, I'm going to accept that to a certain degree, as in there's nothing that I can change now. I've done it, other than try to work on it or whatnot. But anyway, so that honesty part. We sit in my title for today's show is, are you in for the come up or in for the long haul? So let's look at the come up situation. I don't know if you've ever been in a relationship. I've been a couple of times where you could be dating someone, and let me pause. Hello, if anyone's coming in that I haven't seen, I've seen a couple of green scrolls saying that you guys are watching. I totally appreciate it. And I know I'm not going to be able to say hello to everyone that I see. So just wanted to go ahead and put that out. But to come up, have you ever been in a relationship where you're dating someone or getting to know someone, and you see there are things possibly red flagging or wrong, but you know, you're still, I'm fine. I can get through this with this person. We're good. Everything's clicking, going back and forth. And then all of a sudden something happens to where probably 1 or 2 years in the relationship, you guys have gone through some things, and those things that you saw that possibly been a problem, you might have helped that person with, and they've gotten better with it, and they're doing great in their life. And then all of a sudden, they see that grass over there in that yard, and they're like, dang, that's a fine patch of grass over there. Whew. I don't like this grass. This grass got little orange spots. It needs to be mowed, and I'm not going out there and mowing it myself. That person don't want to mow it, so hell. This person over here mows that yard good, so I'm finna go on over there. Get over there, happily married, 20, 30 years. And a person that watch you get to the position where you can go off and marry someone else is looking like, what the hell? did you not understand what me and you went through to get you to where you are now? And you jumped ship, and now you done came up. Me, I'm like, done wasted my time and the effort into you, and heck, might have gotten some kids, might have gotten financial problems. And hello guys that are coming in. I totally appreciate the viewing of the show. And I'm like, oh dang. What am I supposed to do? And you looking at that person looking at you, talking about something. I'm happy. I don't know about you. So I look at it as being the other person is on a come up. That might not have started off that way, but a lot of people in that situation do kinda understand what's going on in that transition that they're going through. And instead of backing off, they start pulling more and more. Okay, I'm finna go ahead and get my degrees, whether it's a woman or a male, get my degrees, get my credit right, finna do them things right there, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm finna move on, because right now, this person ain't looking good to me. You know what I'm saying? And so they jump ship and they leave the other person just knee deep in some bullshit, right? Hey guys, you're coming in. Hello. And so you have the other side of the situation where you in for the long haul. So going back to the beginning, you see the issues on both ends, on both sides. You see issues. You see problems, constant conflicts. And hello, Miss Dunn. You gotta sit down. You fuss. You bicker. You fight, and it's just a constant battle rolling. And you realize, regardless of what's going on, I'm going to stick it in. First 5-10 years might be hell, but you end up being happily married for 20, 40, 50 years. Hello, Misty. How are you? And everybody else that's rolling in, I do appreciate you watching. And so you're happily married, regardless of what you've been through. You realize that you love this person. You're in love with this person, right? So the questions of the day are you in for the come up, or are you in for the long haul? You ask yourself that. If you're in a relationship right now, what are you in your relationship for? Can you be honest with yourself? Maybe not honest with the person that you're in a relationship with, because I'm pretty sure if you say, hey, baby, you know what? As soon as I get this last degree, I'm out. I'm gone, because you're watching my kids. You taking care of me. I don't have to work. I've been going and get my doctor's degree for the past 10 years, and you've been put up with my crap and stuff. But as soon as I get this degree, I'm gone. Yeah, long haul. I think everybody is looking for a long haul. They're looking for a long haul, but you might not be looking for a long haul with that person. It needs to be both. You are totally correct. It needs to be both. How though? Can you explain that? Because both do complement each other. And I'm glad you said that, because that was something I was getting into. You need to have both. And when I mean, I'm not sure if we're on the same page, both can be looked at as in a balance act of, you guys should be coming up on each other, where you're benefiting. That's what a great relationship is. You should always be wanting to come up and be a cheerleader for each other. And you know what? That can even go all the way down to you being best friends with someone. You should never want to use someone to get to where you need to be and then you drop them off. A lot of friendships ends like that. And you know what, Misty? Thank you for correcting me. I guess that is something that we all as human beings need to stop looking at 50-50. You know, we make 100. And, you know, if we all go in at 100, then it'll be even better if we're just completing both halves, because you can complete both halves and do more for each other. There's nothing wrong with more. That's why you hear people say, oh, I'm in it for 110%, right? That 110% is basically you and your partner, you and your best friend, you or your family in a sense. Hell, if you want to take it down to just being a single parent and your kids, once your kids get a certain age, you know, they need to be put in some things too as well. Instead of trying to get a come up on your parents. You know, I know there are kids out there that's doing that and just treating their parents like crap. And then, you know what? My mom and my dad should be doing this because I'm their child. Hold on. Well, well, thank you for liking my beard. Well, Misty, now that is a great thing. You must treat your relation. Let me go back to what Miss Nisi is saying. She says that you must treat your relationship like businesses. You gotta make investments in your relationships for it to grow. Now, when you said businesses, I'm like, dang, are we clocking in or not? But then once I read the last part, yes, you got to. You have to make deposits. You got to put time in order to get a profit, to get anything out of it. And so she's correct about that. And so Miss Misty says you have to have a relationship. You have to have a friendship before having a relationship. Now, Misty, the thing about that is, you're going to hear me saying my invisible partner, the co-founder of the show, a lot because this person is doesn't like the limelight, so I have to respect that. And she's a very important piece of this. This is the only reason why it works the way that it does. It's not that it's not that you have to be like friends and then you can start a relationship, because talking to someone, having a very great conversation with someone last night, brought that to my attention, to where sometimes having your relationship with your friend could damage that relationship, right? But then I also talked to someone else that stated that the relationship they're in, they're happy because that person is their friend, lover, and everything and above. So what is that friendship line? Because I've heard this a lot of times where people feel like my best friend, depending on what your situation is, female or male, he or she, oh man, that's my best friend. So it should be a great relationship, right? It should be, because they're your friends. But that just might not be the right person for you in a relationship. So just because you're friends, that does not mean that the relationship is going to work. we feel as though a lot of us, I might be setting the bar a little too high, but I want to go and say 75%, especially if you're old school and if you're old altogether, feel that you got to get to know someone. How long is that? How long does it take to actually getting to know someone before you sit and say, all right, we're going to get in a relationship. All right, we're going to get married. You know, I can sit up here and say that a lot of people, heck, let me do say that a lot of people have said, hey, your marriage, you got married too quick, too fast. You didn't even really get a chance to know her. I want to say I got married in a month's time. 13 years later, I'm getting divorced. Do I feel that because I got married so quick that I am getting a divorce? No. Nope, not whatsoever. Hey guys, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming in, and have a seat, please. Do I think that has something to do with me getting married? Getting a divorce? No, not whatsoever. I can say that within a short period of time, I made myself available to getting to know her, at least as I thought. And that's what I was saying about the honesty part. If you invest, like Nisi was saying, investing, putting in the time, like appropriately clocking in, not just clocking in and sitting there. Something else me and the co-founder were saying that you can find out if you put you and your partner, you and your relationship friend in a room by yourself for maybe 30 minutes and you guys can't conversate, we can't just spark up a conversation with each other, have dialogue, then you're basically not right for each other. Or you have to sit and try and figure out something. Maybe there's something going on where you can't talk. Maybe there's something in the inside that needs to be correct that would allow you guys to have some type of dialect. And let's see, Nicole says, let's see what Nicole says. Hold on. Nicole says, I don't think you really know someone. People allow you to see or know what they want you to know or see about them. I think you have to watch the actions of the person to learn their truth, which that is probably one of the things that I learned through my marriage was action. That was the biggest puzzle that I needed to better myself when it came down to being in a relationship with someone. So that is a valid and great point. And Misty says, I just mean it in a content that having the sole foundation of becoming best friends while also working on a relationship would mean more. You would know more about one another and have a more solid foundation to the relationship. Okay, and I do understand that as well, Misty, and I'm glad that you correct me on that. And both of you guys, I feel, are right. And I had to learn that actions, no matter what you say, your actions float a long way. Even though words can hurt, words can mean a lot, but your actions can say a lot. So I'm guessing, how can your actions explain that you're in the long haul or are you in a come up, right? I can say my experience with my relationships. I've always been in a long haul. Ever since my first relationship, serious relationship, was 13 years old, and I was in that relationship for a whole year. Unfortunately, circumstances were kind of severe even at that age where I had to break it off with that person. I probably, if that didn't happen to break us up, I probably would have still been with that person to this day. And I can say that about the next person that I was with. If they chose not to do the actions that they chose, I probably would have still been with them now. And Mister, you're right. The tongue is such a powerful sword. It can cut the person that you're talking to, and it can cut yourself. But yeah, I've always been in a long haul for young age. Hell, that might be the reason why I got MS. I was telling the co-founder that me and my relationships might be the reason why I am so screwed in my head right about now. Too young, trying to have a family, and really didn't know what a family was. And do I know what a family is now? I have a better aspect on what it should look like. Now, I'm not saying that I have all the tools to, sustain it at a long period of time, because it's new conflicts can cause interruptions. And so think to yourself. Think. You're in a relationship right now. Let me get thumbs up so who all are in a relationship. Anybody that's watching, can you give me some thumbs ups, or I'm in a relationship? I don't see no thumbs up, so no relationships on here, huh? So we're all that messed up. No relationships. Do we have cut buddies? Is that what it is? Everybody up here, or do we have cut buddies? Look, there's one relationship. Come on. Okay, 2 relationships. All right. Ms. Mason says, what if the person doesn't really want to be with you, and you sense it, but they won't leave you first? Great question. Can anybody help me with that? I feel, and this was something else that came up last night while talking, that person gets comfortable because, one, they're trying to come up. They see that as long as you are here, you take a load off, while I'm possibly getting myself situated, while I am bettering myself. And guess what? You just might be that person that's doing that. And that's why I'm saying check yourself. Go look in the mirror. Ask yourself that question. Am I really in a relationship with this person for the long haul or for the come up? What am I getting out of this relationship? Am I getting something that will allow me to provide the same thing? Or what I am getting is just allowing me to better myself. And as soon as I better myself, man, I can't stand you. I don't like you no more. I'm good. I don't need you anymore. Because I can say, I feel like a couple of my relationships were basically like that. Yeah, you're waiting. Yep, you're waiting for something or someone better to come along. And it could be just a better job. Or it just could be someone that just basically looks even better. Might not even be a better person, but just looks better. Perceived to look better. If you want to go back to what Mr. Cole was saying. Well, Misty, that's the thing. And it goes right back to what Mr. Cole was saying about, is that person going to be honest? We are being raised, we're being taught, even by society, even by the government, the truth is better than sitting up here and, the truth, lying is better than receiving the truth from somebody. Because if I lie to you and make you smile, you're going to be happy for at least a couple of seconds before you find out the truth. But guess what? I let you smile for a minute, for an hour, for days, for years. Is that not good enough? Even though you just find out I was whoring for more than that year that I made you happy? So, who are you? When are we going to take our ownership? When are we going to tell ourselves, stop dragging along that person? And as speaking as in, if you're that type of person that I'm doing a come up type situation. And then you just drop that person off. We even do that in business relationships. That's what's so messed up about this world. If we worked on long hauling more than coming up, because we're so jealous of what someone else is saying, or what someone else is doing, or what someone else has. Because you might have something very significant sitting right in front of you on a daily basis. But the grass across the street, the way that the wind comes across the grass and allow it to flow, shines off that little sparkle when the sun is cresting behind the trees. The way that the grass just sits at that angle that you're seeing it from your front porch, you be like, but guess what? That grass that you have in your yard can be the same way. It's called effort. And again, being honest on what are your intentions? What are your intentions in this relationship? That could be something that you can bring up in that conversation when you're talking, when you're first talking to each other. What are your intentions? Just straight blunt. What are your intentions with me? If we were to get in a relationship right now, what are your intentions with this relationship? What's wrong with asking someone 5 years from now, if we were, hypothetically speaking, we're at this date, if we were to be in a relationship, where would you want to be? Like that question in school, 5 years later from now, how do you see yourself? There's nothing wrong with that. Guess what? 5 years might not be that. Hell, it might just be something better. But it gives you something to look at. It gives you something to work on. And I can't say it no more than this. Honesty, how can you be clear about it? Are you ashamed? Misty says, not me. I want the truth. I lived in lies for many years. Hurt me with the truth rather than letting my hurt build up. I want to be able to smile behind the real truth, not lies. That is one heck of a comment right there, Misty. Hello, guys. The folks that are coming in. Thank you for watching. You have to figure out if you're that person. Would you rather hear constant daily lies to your face and get hurt down the line, which might send you in a down spiral of depression? Or would you rather get that crap out? Be honest with yourself. And you're going to hear me say honest all night long. Honest, 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 honest. And so, you know what? I question myself. Am I honest? To my best ability to my best ability, because I don't want no one to say down the line, well, oh, wait, prime example. I was in a relationship round about October-ish, and we got around my friends. And you know how you get around friends, you talk, you reminisce about stuff. Oh my God. And people that know me, that are watching me and being part, high school, Westover, middle school, hell, we can take it back there. Um, Man, he had a temper. He gets mad, knock a couple of people out sometimes. I didn't bother nobody unless they bothered me. I defended myself well. And it just came off a little crazy sometimes. But this person was almost like every time I get around your friends, they're telling me something different. I ain't know. It's almost like I didn't know you. That didn't come up in the conversations that we were having. That when I got to a point of being tired of being bullied, I used to just knock the shit out of people because they bothered me. But now, since that's a problem with you, why is that a problem? And that was in my past. So now, am I showing any signs of knocking people out? No. I've gone and grown way past that. I mean, I'm more mature than that. I know I don't have to just go knock someone out because they're messing with me. And Misty says, I want the truth because if the person can't be straight from the heart, honest with me, then that is not where I need to be. And that is so true, Misty, because how many times do you see marriages ending, regardless of how long you were married? It's like, I didn't know that you did this or did that. So you might as well lay that crap all out on the table. You might as well lay it out on the table. So are you so ashamed, or do you feel that what's happened to you in the past, regardless of if it was your fault or not, that a person is not going to like you? There's someone out there for everybody. You have to believe that. You have to. So, look in the mirror. Ask yourself, where am I in the relationship that I am in now? Am I in for the long haul? Like your best friend. A best friend is a person that you can leave the state for 5 years and come back and you pick up just like that. And let me say my best friend Maurice Elworth, which is out doing he's in a reserve, he's doing training, and my best friend Travis, I'm gonna be honest, I don't call people that are close to me like this. The friend title drops off and they become family. So I have a bunch of cousins and a couple of brothers that are not like directly in my family because that's what a friend. Hello guys, and hi Missy. It's been a while, lady. Hope you're doing okay. So does anyone have a mirror? Matter of fact, look in your phone. Ask yourself why I am in a relationship with whomever I am in a serious relationship with. Like I said, this is business, co-worker, partner, marriage, whatever the labels are. Ask yourself, can I really be honest with this person? Am I really being honest with this person? I tell myself I'm finna live the rest of my life with this person, or I'm finna be with this person, and I mean in a partnership or a marriage. Does this person really know who I am? Give me 1 second, guys. Missy, it's okay. I know you've been sick, baby. Misty says, the only lying I want in a relationship is being able to lie in my part. Yeah, and I think that's great. Yeah, let me lie. Let me lie on your chest, baby. You know, let me get on my pillows. And yeah, so I can agree with that. Now, does anyone, and I mean anyone, like to come up and possibly tell their side, or maybe confess that, you know what, I honestly feel that I had done that before. Because I can say that when I knew that my marriage was over and I was still in my marriage, it probably was a sense of, let me get myself together and then I'm gonna bounce. And I basically just realized that it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair to me, nor was it fair to her. And when I realized that, it was easier for me to just walk away, because it was over its expiration date, and someone has to be the adult and say, hey, enough is enough. And this is not saying anything bad about her. Obviously, she didn't have the strength. Heck, she might have been scared, because I was at once upon a time. I was scared, because that's all I knew for so long. Even though I knew I wasn't happy, that's all I knew for so long. And if what am I gonna do? Who am I gonna be? What would I have? Miss C says, honesty is the only way to go. Lying is only going to is only going to come back to bite you in the rear end. You know, that's totally correct. Yeah, it is. So I'm like, I look at my situation now is, you know, even though I might have had more if I stayed. Would have been able to see my kids more. But this is not a multiple sclerosis show, but with me being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, if anyone doesn't know, it's a horrible disease. I couldn't stay. Just point blank, I couldn't stay. It would have been beneficial for me health-wise. And I'm going to be honest. Dying wasn't a goal for me. It wasn't. So in order for me to live, I needed to leave. I couldn't come up. I couldn't see myself coming up or trying to come up anymore in that situation. So again, look in the mirror. Look in your phone. When you get ready to take that selfie and you look, and right before you snap it, ask yourself, why am I in this relationship? Am I in for the come up, or am I in for the long haul? I don't see nobody asking to be up today and talk about or comment video-wise about what's going on, about if they're in for the long haul. Even if you're in for the long haul, feel free to come up, talk, be on video, talk about being in for the long haul. Miss Missy, I am, you know what, you guys, I'm gonna be honest, I love your relationship. Tell my brother I said hello. And your relationship is like awesome, to the point to where I want to be like you guys. You know what I'm saying? And I talk to so many people dealing with relationships, and I've seen good, bad, awful. And Miss K, you in for the long haul, sweetie? You want to talk about your long haulness? Would you love to? What about you, Miss Joseph? Would you like to talk about your long haul? Anybody talk? I know nobody's not going to come up and say, you know what? I'm going to be honest, LaRon, and everybody that's watching, I'm in for the come up. I know I'm not looking for that, but if you want to, hey, by all means, feel free. And Misty, let's see. LaRon, I tried to tag you in a post on my cousin's riding in the MS 550 bike ride here in Texas. It is on my wall. Check it out. I most definitely will, Misty. It might be Monday. But so does anyone want to come up? Scaredy cats, scaredy cats, scaredy, 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 scaredy. You know, I don't know if you guys got any or a lot out of this. This show was basically really for you to check yourself. That's why I felt like I wanted to do this. Is a check on who you are really, and what you're trying to do in your relationship. Because if you're in for the long haul, it takes work. My church has a series called Fight Night that I'm going to introduce in a 3-part next Sunday, starting next Sunday. Starting next Sunday, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys clips of the date night and how it applies. It's a relationship series. Very wonderful. Something that you want to tune in to. Trust me, you will learn a lot. I'm going to have a link so that if you didn't really get a chance to see it or see all of it, you can click on it. But I'm going to bring it to the show. And Missy says work. Yes, 2 people that work together and communicate and honesty. And there's that word, honesty. Honesty. Okay. Let's do this. Give me 1 second. Honesty. The quality of being honest. Okay. Honest. Free of deceit and untruthfulness. Being sincere. Let me go off and say this. Me and the co-founder talked about this, and there are going to be things that there are probably are going to be like serious things that you might not say. So let me go back with the honesty thing. And that's why I said maybe not. You're probably not going to be 100%. You're not going to be 100%. Because hell, the world might just hate you. Because it could have been a mistake you did. A honest mistake. You know, you did an honest mistake. And if you can sit and say the mistake was honestly wrong, and you accept that you're wrong, and you accept the fact that, kind of like Misty says, it's possible that it might come back and bite you in the rear, that you're going to be ready for that, then to each his own on that part. But like like little bits and pieces of you saying that I know a lot of men, hell, I think women, people, period. You just someone said they've been, oh man, I've been sexually active with 100 and plus people. Um, what's up, Mario? Uh, a lot of people don't want to say that. I don't want to tell that person I've been involved with 100 people. Let me hold that. Miss Tricia says, if you're in for the long haul, then you've got to have the trust always. Once it's gone, then the relationship is too. Yes, that is totally correct. Thank you, Miss Tricia. That is totally correct. And anybody that's coming in right now, hello. Thank you for watching. But you got to. And then that communication, long haul, and you ain't communicating, that relationship ain't gonna be worth a crowd. Because you're gonna basically be sitting there going, and the other person looking at you, y'all might think y'all look good, but there's no dialect. So, Mario, you say help. What's up? You need some help? You want to come up and speak? Trisha says, being honest goes a long way now. Okay, being honest goes a long way nowadays, especially in a relationship, because diseases are real, and dishonest people spread them. A lot of people don't deserve that disrespect, and that's totally correct. So, hey, all right, Mario, you said you don't mind. Let me bring you up here, sir. Give me 1 second. I love Mario. Mario has a great view on this relationship thing. And it'd be cool to have another man up here, because your ladies are just drowning all the men out. What are the men in a relationship thing? I saw a couple of them at the beginning, but then now it's like all ladies only worry about relationships. And man, I know you care and all, but are you scared to show your emotion because you're scared that you might be called a sissy? Shame on you. Shame on you. Because I can show my emotions. And with that being said, hey, people look at it as being a little feminine. Again, to each his own. Mario, I hit you up. I'm not sure if it popped up or not. It might be having a problem. I'm gonna try you one more time, buddy. I don't see you now. Oh, my bad, Mario. I did the wrong thing. All right, there you go. God dang it. I sent it out. Well, listen here, Miss Mason, don't be attacked. You know what, guys? Any guys that might watch this, I'm trying to fight for y'all, and I don't never see any support. Mario came up here a couple of days ago, and a couple of Sundays ago, and knocked it out the park. If you didn't see it, it's on my page and whatnot. But let's see how much time we got left. We got a few minutes. I'm trying to see if I can get Mario up, but it might not work, guys. I do apologize. Get the other man point of view. I'm want to try one more time here? Oh, it was sent. Maybe he's not being able to accept it because Facebook, for some reason, don't like me. I constantly get put in jail on Facebook. Man, y'all ladies don't love me, man. Y'all just, but nah, I don't. I'm not sure why men. No, let me take that back. Going, I do know why men are like that. Look out there. Look at the world. The world tells a man that he cannot be emotional. If he's emotional, then like I say, he's a sissy. You can say the P word, Pussy. You can sit up here and say that he's not a man. He's not strong enough if he cries. And that's another reason why a lot of men can probably say that they don't talk. They can't conversate. All right, you might have to send me. You might have to send me a request, Mario. See, can you send me a request? I know Mario didn't bone out. Facebook is just causing problems for me. Let's see. It does that. But yeah, Mario asked to be put on. There's a button down there that you should be able to press to ask a request for being on. Do men truly know how to communicate or choose not to? Nicole, that is one hell of a question. I think a lot of men don't know how to communicate. Okay, that's fine, Mario. I'm gonna let it rest for a second because I think I sent it out to you, and that might be blocking it. Um, but to go back to Nicole's question, I think a lot of men choose not to. Um, and there's a good percentage of us that don't know how to because we're not taught by our fathers to be emotional. Some of us are not being taught by a male figure at all. So it took me a minute to realize how important it is. I used to fight with myself. I used to hate when I hear people say the child needs the male in their life, regardless if it was a female or not. You need both parents. Mom doesn't really know how to be dad, and dad really doesn't know how to be mom. I played mom. Well, at least I thought I was doing a good job at playing mom for a long time. And when I look at it now, yeah, I might have did a good job for who I am, which is a male, but I really couldn't teach my daughter how to be a female. How can I? I can read all the books I want to. Just like mom really can't teach their son how to be a male. And it took me to go through my marriage to realize that. Actually, it took a counselor last year to sit and tell me that. It took my daughter to break away from me and basically tell me, I appreciate it, but I would love to get that same affection from my mom. So, yeah, men are, emotions for a man is like kryptonite. But let's see. Yeah, in general, I think I answered that, Nicole. Trish, treat Trisha says, I think that they choose not to. Yes, I think it's a larger percentage that choose not to. Misty, And that is all so wrong. Who cares what the world thinks? Male or female, everyone has the right to get their emotions out. Oh man, Misty, what did you say? Everybody has the right to get their emotions out. Yeah, but if they're not registering with the other person, then the other person might not even want to hear your emotion. Um, that's just the type of person they are. So if they don't want to hear your emotions, then your emotions are non-relevant to the situation. And we can't be like that. We can't be like that whatsoever. And don't be egging her on, Miss Mason. Let's see. I'm gonna try one more time, Mario. They just don't want me to get you up here, buddy. Oh crap. Mario, I just invited you again, so I don't know if it's gonna work this time. Trisha, I have two sons, and you are politically correct about the male problems and father and females and mothers. People don't look at it like that, though. That's why we sit down and we're so we're so quick to nowadays anyway. Um, biblical. What's the word? What am I looking to say? Um, the word of the Bible for those who believe